when I met you in the summer.
Wave after wave, wave after wave, slowly drifting.
The Save Your Summer Show with Harrison and Matt.
So, welcome to the Save Your Summer Show. I am Harrison Taylor.
And I'm Matt Bridger. Today we're going to be looking at the best things for students to do this summer.
We're going to be covering a whole host of topics, starting with producer Dan preparing for his first festival.
I went down to Major Sounds Camp to find out all the things that I need to know in order to have a successful festival.
And producer John has made a bucket list of things you just must do this summer.
Some are crazy, some are simple, and some you can do right here in Manchester.
And we're also going to be looking at getting the misconceptions of that beach bod.
5, 4, 3. And we'll be looking at our summer pet peeves.
But now, it's time for the news.
A few days ago in the US, a New York policeman was shot in the head.
Whoa, Matt, come on. We're about the summer. Let's liven it up a bit. Let's reading the news. Let's lighten it up. Come on.
Okay, in that case, let's roll with a happier bed.
So, a story on everyone's lips these days is that a few days ago we saw the arrival of the new baby princess, arrayed in 8 pounds 3 ounces. Yesterday she was announced as Princess Charlotte Elizabeth Diana, and as she will be named the different aspect, she will bring a different aspect to the royal family as Prince George will, I'm sure.
And elsewhere, there's hope for stressed out students everywhere, as Lancaster University has opened a puppy room where students can donate money to a guide dog charity for time to cuddle puppies. Now, if that's not procrastination, I don't know what is.
And we're going to be moving on to weather now. It's pretty glum. I got pretty soaked riding into the studio.
I was going to say, you were pretty wet when you came in this morning.
My jeans were soaked through. But it's picking up towards the end of the week, so we'll look.
And we predict some 3-month heat wave this summer, so that's definitely something to look forward to. So now, moving on from the news, summer's starting to look good. However, we do find that here in the studio, there's some aspects of summer that really get on our nerves. So we decided that each of us could have 30 seconds to vent about what really grinds our gears.
You know what really grinds my gears about summer is the mass flooding of holiday pictures on any social media. Like, I've just got to sit there looking through someone having a way better time than me, in a far hotter country than me, enjoying the sun, having nice food, and I've probably only just woken up about 12, and it's raining outside, like anybody actually ever wants to see that. Even worse, when someone writes, "How's your day going?" and they're sat on a tropical beach, like, yeah, it was going great until I saw your picture. Oh, great, another one. As you can see, Matt, that is the one thing that really does irritate me about the summer. But if you agree or you have any other pet peeves, tweet in the studio at Save Your Summer.
And if you want to be really cheeky, you can send Harrison all your holiday pictures.
Ooh, I don't know. Although I do get jealous of other people's pictures. I'm not a summer Scrooge, you know. I like to be pretty happy. And we all like to get out and about. So we asked John to go around Media City and ask what people are going to be doing this summer.
I am here outside Salford Uni, and my plan today is to scour the campus to find the best summer plans. From holidays to festivals, I'm going to find out where you guys are going this summer. Let's go find out. So, what plans do you have for this summer?
I'm planning to go to Amsterdam.
Well, I'm going camping quite a lot. Like, I'm going all over the country with, it's my mum and dad, but still, I'm getting to see the country a bit.
I'm going to Tokyo for a couple of weeks, just because I wanted to see all the technology, because I've heard it's 20 years in the future.
Well, I'm hoping to book a holiday abroad, but there's 7 of us going in a cottage in Wales for a week.
France, Spain, maybe Germany, maybe Belgium.
I'm going skiing in Italy. It's 2 hours away from Bormio, so I'll fly to Milan and then it's a nice long coach trip. And then get to ski and it'll be nice and sunny there. Get my sunglasses on and ski down the slopes.
And are you going to any festivals?
Yes, I'm going to V Festival and Atmosfield. I'm really looking forward to both, even though both are different lineups completely.
Is there any particular acts you're excited to see?
Mr. Jam at Atmosfield, brilliant DJ.
Are you going to any summer festivals or anything?
I'm going to Park Life. And have you heard of Kendal Calling?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I'm going there. So apparently it's quite a nice festival.
So are you excited for any acts at Kendal Calling?
Yes, Elbow are playing there. I'm very excited for that. That's the main reason I'm going to that one.
So what are your summer plans?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to the Lake District for a few days. And then the month after, I'm going to Berlin. And then the month after that, I'm going to Spain to see a friend. But before all of that, I'm going to Atmosfield.
Are you excited to see any acts?
Yeah, the Hoosiers. They was like a childhood favourite of mine.
What's your favourite Hoosiers track?
Goodbye, mister.
From the sounds of it, summer 2015 sounds like it's going to be a cracker. Myself, I'm going to Florida, which will be my first time to America, and I'm also heading to Greece. Now back to the studio, and where are Harrison and Matt jetting off to this summer?
So personally, I'm not doing much this summer as I'm working. However, it is my birthday in August, so I'll probably pop up to Manchester, see some friends and stuff like that. But we've got Ryan here in the studio, who's a friend of the show. Where are you two guys going? Doing anything interesting?
Well, I'm looking to go into Rhodes with my girlfriend. It's our first year together, so looking to book something away. I'm hoping to go to Ibiza again in September. Last year was literally the best year of my life going there, to be honest. But it's quite an expensive ordeal, so if not, I'll be looking to go away abroad, though, definitely, apart from with my girlfriend.
Yeah, so I'm saving up, all working full-time kind of thing. I think Ryan, you are as well. Yeah. But saving up and then end of the summer kind of going away, that's what I think that's going to be the best thing to do.
You're full-time. The traditional student thing, aren't you? And,
yeah. Because I went to Interrailing I'm not going Interrailing this summer, and then I went to Thailand last year, so... it was just amazing. I just can't wait. It's just going through the Manchester rain to wait for that sun now, I think.
Oh yeah, it sounds really good. I wish I was going somewhere, to be honest, because it's just a bit like, sitting here and it's raining all the time, particularly today when it was miserable when you came in.
Yeah, we've got festivals as well. That's going to be hopefully no rain for that.
Of course. Well, speaking of festivals, we've got Daniel, our producer, has never been to a festival. And although we have, we thought it'd be funny to send him off to record his experience preparing to go to a festival for the first time.
Glastonbury, Coachella, and Outlook. Those are just a few of the festivals going on this year. Me, myself, I've never been to a festival, so this time I'm going to Parklife. I went down to Major Sounds Camp to find out all the things that I need to know in order to have a successful festival. Hi, I'm looking for Major Sounds.
Oh, hey, you must be Daniel.
Yeah.
If you just want to turn back round, go back out the door you came, and it's your first left, okay?
Got you.
Just give him a little bit of a loud knock as well, just to warn you. He's a bit of a crazy character, so just to warn you there, okay? But good luck anyway, Daniel, okay?
Cheers, thanks.
Nice to meet you. Hello?
Hi,
Daniel, I already know, come in.
Okay.
Sit yourself down, right? We've got a few rules here. First rule, you're in a party, right? P-R-O-T-Y. Why you here?
Party.
Exactly. Say it a bit more influence. Why are you here, Daniel? To
party.
That's right. Okay, second rule is take off them specs. You need a pair of cool shades for the summer. Okay, protect them eyes, but also always cool.
Right.
A pair of shades, alright? Next, we need an arm sign. Okay. Shake that arm about. Want to give it a bit of a stroke as well. We don't want anything sticking out that's going to make yourself look the same as the crowd. You want to stick out from the crowd. Look a bit different.
Should I be writing this down?
Write it down, stick it in your memory, whatever. You need to walk out of here and remember everything, boy, because when you go out there, what are you gonna do again, Daniel? Party. That's right, P-R-T-Y, major sounds, okay. Lastly, Daniel, you want a group of friends? I want every person of those friends to have a smile on that face. If you don't have a smile on your face, you can't party. Let me tell you why. Turn that frown upside down and P-A-R-T-Y, Daniel. What do you do?
Party.
That's right, shout it.
Party, bitch, party.
Shout it, Daniel, shout it. We're in a party!
I never heard much from Major Sounds after that, but I don't think I needed to. It taught me well. And now I feel like I'm ready to attack Parklife.
So we have got Daniel in the studio with us now. I remember getting ready for my first festival. I don't think there was as much shouting involved.
Yeah, I didn't go to a boot camp, so I wasn't kind of drilled into what I had to do. I had to kind of just make do myself.
Do you think you're ready now, Daniel?
The shouting, you heard me get shouted at.
It
was not very pretty.
A lot of dirt. Well, yeah, you just got to be. I think mentally capacity. You got mental. Yeah, you got to be like ready for the mud. I think that's going to be and the rain.
Yeah,
I'm a bit of
and
a
the toilets.
Yeah,
I like clean toilets.
You're gonna have to change your ways if you go into a festival, I'm afraid.
No.
So, right, do you remember your first festival experience, Ryan?
I do. Yeah, I went to V when I was 16, but it was only for one day. But the first festival I stayed over was Leeds, and I couldn't have actually anticipated what I was getting myself in for.
Everyone knows the long
It was
drop.
absolutely drenched for the first 3 days, and I was ready
Mud
to go.
becomes your friend.
Yeah, I was ready to go home, to be honest. The warm cans and the bad weather was just. I was ready to go home, to be honest.
Yeah, it does make. It's quite a bad mix, isn't it? You can. I remember personally, you become accustomed to dirt.
I think
you can't.
My first one, it was actually really dry. It was amazing. Like I was just there, like it was one day of rain. It was perfect.
Oh well, that's really lucky, isn't it? So remember to tweet us your festival experiences at Save Your Summer. We'll be back after this short ad break. Did you lose out on the Maypac fight? Your guess for the royal baby name didn't come through? Do not despair, my gambling friends. With the looming general election, we're taking bets on who will win and become our next government. We have 5-1 on the Conservatives, 250-1 on UKIP. We'll go extreme and take our 1,000-1 odds on the Green Party for winning the most seats.
When I met you in the summer.
The Save Your Summer Show with Harrison and Matt.
So all this talk of festivals got me thinking about summer songs, and we're all used to that one big anthem that sticks in everybody's head, everyone's singing for ages and ages. So Harrison went out and found our top 5 predictions for this year's summer songs.
Yes, UK massive. Yes, UK massive.
So starting off is Jamie XX with his debut album In Colour, and I promise it will be worth it seeing sometime at a festival this summer. Next up is the ginger lady love that is Florence Welch and those machines behind her. After a 4-year sabbatical, they are back with their new album out in June. And those 3 lads, Years and Years, are starting with their new debut album, Communion, and I'm sure it'll make some big waves at big festivals this summer. And with Major Laser's tour announced for October a constant reel of new music, I'm sure they will keep you moving in somewhere in the world. And of course, Kanye West will bring out his highly anticipated new album, and I'm excited for the second instalment of Yeezy. All day. How long you So those were my songs that you'll be I'm sure you'll be hearing somewhere around this summer, in the club or sat on the grass, in a festive arena. But producer John has something to say about that.
You know what really grinds my gears? Hay fever. We finally get rid of winter, and I can finally go outside without a coat. But no, I can't go sit on the grass. I can't go run through the park. I can't even sit in my own garden without my nose deciding to explode. It's as though Mother Earth just decides, let's make some people have a blocked nose all year round. I spend my entire summer without pronouncing my vowels and constantly being asked if I'm okay because my eyes are constantly red and watering. No, I'm not okay. Mother Nature hates me and hates summer.
So as you've heard, one of our team really despises hay fever, and I actually personally realised I'm the only one who doesn't suffer here in the studio. So I decided that I'd try and save them from Mother Nature. Did a little bit of research, found some best remedies, gave them to him a week ago, and I want to hear how you guys have got on, and how this can hopefully help the viewers out. So Harrison, you did eye drops.
I had eye drops. Yeah, that's like my main thing that I always. It just gets itchy, like itchy. Then you get them worse, and it just waters, and then you cry and. Not cry all the time, but yeah. Yeah, it went quite well actually. Like it's like Media City gets really windy and quite polleny around. Yeah. So and the grass has been cut and recently, so it's just kind of like blizzarding. But it's kind of dried them up a bit. It's helped, I think. It has really helped. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So Daniel, how have you got on with your remedy?
I had a nose like a sinus thing because I get really bad nosebleeds, and usually I have like three a night sometimes in summer, and it's meant to be a nice time. But the sinus thing has really helped. It's cut it down to just one, maybe like every few days. So yeah, it's worked.
Okay, sounds good. And John, finally, beeswax you had, didn't you?
Beeswax. I had beeswax. So it's a bit annoying because like bees always chase me when I'm like walking around the park now because I have beeswax on my nose. But it has like cleared my nose a little bit, and I'm not, even though I'm like sniffly all the time, it's not like a constant flood of mucus, which isn't very attractive. But I do constantly get my red eyes, so I probably should use Harrison's eye drops constantly all summer. People asking me, am I crying? I'm not crying. It's hay fever. It's, yeah, as I said, Mother Nature does hate me.
Okay, well, it sounds like, the remedies have helped. Not maybe completely cleared stuff up, but they have helped you guys out, which is obviously a really good thing. So you've all had different experiences, but now we're going to hear about what really grinds Daniel's gears.
Do you know what really grinds my gears? Nosebleeds in the summer. I mean, it's meant to be an enjoyable time. What's this about waking up at 5:30 in the morning, I wipe my nose, and there's blood all over my hand. Next minute, I'm dashing downstairs, grabbing a million tissues and clogging up my nose. It's not cool. I mean, blood clots, I take them out 15 minutes later and my nose is still bleeding. What is this about? I tried to, you can't even do anything about it. I mean, what can you do? This is the cause of hay fever as well. It's just not acceptable. I want to enjoy my night's sleep.
So we are finally moving past the hurdle that is hay fever. And one thing that students want to do when the sun's out is, have a drink in their hand. And we all know students do love a good drink. So we put 2 and 2 together and we went out and asked students what they like to drink.
For me, nothing beats sitting on a warm beach, watching the tide go in and out, sipping one of my favourite drinks and watching the sun go down. Yes, it's summer drinks. And which one is your favourite? For me, I like an electric blue cocktail or a refreshing iced tea. You can never go wrong with iced tea. So here is what you guys had to say.
My favourite summer drink's got to be a strawberry daiquiri, and I love frozen cocktails as well, and Southern Comfort have just come out with one of them, so I'll have to try one.
I love a good milkshake when the weather's nice and warm.
Do you usually like ice cold pear cider?
Strawberry daiquiri.
Yes, mojito. Or like a fruity mojito, it's even better. It's got like passion fruit in it or something.
I really like cider in the sunshine.
Any particular brand?
Probably Recorder guava and apple. A little bit exotic.
It's definitely a strawberry daiquiri. Yeah, definitely summer drink.
Why?
Because it's just fruity and colourful and yeah, really nice.
Probably Sex on the Beach because I like sex.
So after that rather abrupt cutting,
Glad we cut it there.
Very, very timely cut. What's your favourite summer drink, Harrison?
I used to be a big fan of ciders kind of thing, but I think it's just, I think I can enjoy more like a cold beer now, like maybe Italian beer, but no, yeah, it's got to be cold. It has to be cold.
Of course it has to be cold. I mean, personally for me, it would be cider. I'm Somerset born and bred, so we're brought up on proper apple cider. A nice pint of Thatcher or something like that in the sun is perfect. However, anything cold is, ideal, really. How about you, Ryan?
I think Summersby for me. A nice bottle of Summersby with a glass of ice pretty much sets the scene. I must admit, though, when I'm in the sun, cocktails pretty much
just
are as refreshing as it probably gets. So I think I'd probably say cocktails.
Cocktails are very good in a group, aren't they? There's a group of friends, you sit down, you make some cocktails.
Some restaurants are doing like 2 for 1 now, so you can just easily just sit there, like liquid lunch it up, and then you're just there, like spend a few hours. You don't even know that you're drunk because you don't even taste the alcohol, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they're so tasty, aren't they? They're ideal for a summer day. So we all like cocktails here, and obviously, if you guys at home have any particularly odd drinks that you might like to tell us, tweet us in. Make sure to tweet us in at Save Your Summer, and then we'll read them out on the show. Maybe next week, maybe later if you get them in quick enough. So we'll now be back after a break with Harrison's Fashion Fix.
Matured, charred grilled brown skin with weird, uneven moles. Burnt, sizzled and crisped to destruction. This won't be just any skin cancer. It'll be your skin cancer.
Unless you go and buy some sun cream.
When I met you in the summer.
The Save Your Summer Show with Harrison and Matt.
Harrison's Fashion Fix.
Carry on.
So welcome to Harrison's Fashion Weeks, the summer edition. How are you both today? Ooh,
I'm
coming
very,
loud.
very, very well.
How about you, Ryan?
I'm very old, thanks, yeah.
So, are you feeling fabulous for the summer?
I'm feeling
Are you
fabulous.
feeling?
I
Are you
am,
feeling?
yeah.
Oh.
I feel great.
Unfortunately, the clouds can cover the fabulousness.
Yeah, the weather at the moment isn't exactly reflecting my mood, but
So
I feel great.
I've definitely got some fashion tips for you today. So we'll start off with the top, guys. What do you know? You're on the beach for the ladies. What are you gonna wear? What are you gonna represent?
Traditionally, I just wear like a shirt, a t-shirt, maybe a shirt over the top, unbuttoned, something like that.
I'm usually shirtless.
Oh,
In the sun, I'm usually shirtless, yeah.
Well, my recommendation would be a vest. Vest all the way. It's all about suns out, guns out. That is what it is. On the beach, the ladies want to see it all. But no bellies, unfortunately, Ryan. No bellies. The ladies don't want that anymore.
Agreed.
But unfortunately, I couldn't get hold of one with me today. But I've got some extra goodies down here with me. But so we'll talk on to the bottom half. What do we go for the bottom half?
Nothing above the knee, I'd
No,
say.
three-
Three-quarters.
three
Three-quarters is about the most I'd go.
3/4? No way. No way. What about you? What about you, Ryan?
Shorts. If it's sunny, then don't see why not shorts, to be honest.
Here we go. The best representation of short shorts.
Oh,
Ladies
yeah,
want to
short
see
shorts.
the thighs. Nothing says sexy like a tanned man's thigh. And what about the shoes?
Just trainers. Just normal trainers.
Sandals, flip-flops.
Sandals, that is right. Ryan's on mark
It sounds like
Ryan's
you two are on the
mark.
same
So definitely, you know, the Greek look, the ancient Christian look, that is definitely in right now.
No socks though, surely.
No. And we'll talk about eyewear. Any eyewear?
Good pair of Ray-Bans. Good pair of Ray-Bans on a sunny day.
Nice pair of bright sunglasses.
What you really need is the big sunglasses. You know, the bigger eyes, the better. Everybody loves that. So, right, this has been Harrison's Fashion Fix, and you are fixed for the summer. Harrison's Fashion Fix. So that was indeed my fashion fix. I think the two guys in the studio with me are, I think they're ready now.
Slightly shocked by that.
The level of short shorts.
By the level of short shorts.
They may be
yeah.
horrified, actually.
But so as you were warned that Ryan was not to get his belly out, we've also got a pet peeve about that as well.
Do you know what really grinds my gears? All those people that get their bodies out as soon as there's the slightest bit of sunshine. It's so irritating when, you know, it's still like 0 degrees outside and there's a bit of sun, so everyone's like short shorts and like tops off. It's so irritating. I don't want to see your body. I mean, it might be a nice body, but I still don't want to just see it everywhere I go. You know, if I'm sitting in a restaurant, I don't want to be looking outside and seeing people wandering around with no tops on. It's just a pain. So, yeah. So as you can hear, I find people getting their bodies out really irritating. There's a time, there's a place. That time and place is the beach or the pool. Not when I'm out shopping. I don't want to see you just walking around topless. However, if you will insist on getting naked this summer, you should at least listen to what Jake has to say next about getting your summer bod.
You just popped in to Kanye West, get right for the summer workout tape. And ladies, if you follow these instructions exactly, you might be able to pull you a rapper, an NBA player, man, at least a dude with a car.
So, it's Daniel here. I'm at Pure Gym and I'm with Jake Williams, a personal trainer. Can you tell us about some of the misconceptions with getting a summer body?
The misconception I find with people is they think they can cram it into 8 weeks before they go away on holiday, and it's more of a year-round thing. It's not just a quick 4-week, 8-week workout.
So we're not just here to sit and talk. Jake's going to run us through his top 5 exercises for getting a summer body.
Top 5 exercises, I say split lunges, burpees, mountain climbers, and squat jumps.
So Jake, you mentioned mountain climbers there. I have absolutely no idea what they are. Can you run us through that?
So up in the press up position. Yeah. Okay. So extending out. Okay. Then you bring your knees up to your chest. So right then left, and then once you get rhythm going, you get quicker and quicker. Go. Get that rhythm going. Yeah, you go.
It's hard to keep going.
Go on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done.
Okay, I can definitely see why you do that. It's not an easy job getting ready for summer, but if you're going to do it right. Eat well, train hard, so when you do take your top off, you're ready for the looks.
When I met you in the summer.
The Save Your Summer Show with Harrison and Matt.
So that is an official pre-warning to start getting fit now. But I don't know, you might be a little bit late for this year.
You probably should have started slightly early. You could prep early for next year.
Yeah, always next year, so you don't embarrass yourself on the beach. But
yeah. So although you can't really tell anyone not to embarrass yourself, can you? Because you told me a rather embarrassing story before we went on air, and I think we should have a little bit of a story time, and you should tell the listeners your little interesting story.
So I'll say it was a couple of years ago. I went on a bit of a lads' holiday, and there was a few of us. I got a little bit too drunk one night, kind of got into bed, passed out. Woke up the next morning. We had our what is his name? Rep come into our room. He's kind of a Scottish guy. Came in there. I always remember waking up and he goes, "Unlucky big fella," and I had this like a lot of writing on my tail. I was like, "Oh, for God's sake!" And I was like, "No," and I was like, "Oh." Went to the mirror and I'd lost an eyebrow. My friend
lost it. You just misplaced it.
Just must have lost it in my wallet or something that night. But so my friend shaved an eyebrow off.
How was did your face look strange?
I will tell you one thing: that eyebrows are one of the most important pieces of your facial expressions, and you don't understand how important they are until you lose it. That's what I've learned. I'd never touch an eyebrow again.
You should have done the new fashionable thing and drawn it back on again.
I actually put a plaster over it to make it look like I cut, but yeah, I don't know about yeah.
Okay, so have you guys in the studio got any more embarrassing stories or funny stories? I mean, I'm quite well behaved, so I don't have any, but
I wouldn't say anything eyebrow-worthy. That was quite a dramatic story. Just you said it so casually, Harrison.
I've moved on. I've recovered now.
When you're quite proud of it in the end, you put your profile picture and stuff like that, apparently. And Daniel, anything interesting?
I went to Iron Apple. Not got any eyebrow raising stories like Harrison, but I mean, one of my friends got alcohol poisoning on the first night. We ended up helping someone maneuver a buggy.
What do you mean by maneuver? Do you mean steal?
I won't say that on air, but maybe we helped someone move a buggy that
may not have been theirs. May not have been theirs. Yeah. What about you, Ryan? Have you got any stories?
Yeah, my first lads' holiday to Zante, I was having a shower, and all my mates decided to drag me out the shower and push me out my room and lock the door.
That's
wet and naked. So
that's definitely an embarrassing holiday story. So there's the memories of what we've done in previous summers. But John's made a bucket list of what you could do this summer, which give you the opportunity to make some stories quite as good as these ones.
This summer is my last summer in education, so I want to make sure it's the best summer ever. And I'm sure that all students feel the same way. So I put together some bucket list ideas that might give you some inspiration. Some are crazy, some are simple, and some you can do right here in Manchester. But there is definitely something for everyone. It may seem childish, but a fun fair is a great summer day out. Hook a duck, play some dodgems, and finish the day watching some circus acts. Travel around Europe, from the culture of Paris to the shores of Barcelona. Interrailing around Europe is definitely a cheap and efficient way to travel this summer. One thing that you can do from the comfort of your very own home is make a homemade cocktail or smoothie. Sip a drink while watching the sun go down in the comfort of your own garden. Do a colour run or short marathon. Manchester is filled with different runs that you can do this summer. You can do the 10k this May, or make sure you join me and sign up for the colour run this July. Chester Racecourse is a great place to watch the races this year, and make sure you make a bet. A great way to spend a summer night is camping out with some friends. Go speed dating or be spontaneous on a blind date. Learn something new, whether it be the guitar that's never played or driving lessons that you've never got round to. Make sure this summer you make it happen. And finally, make a summer scrapbook of what could be your best summer ever.
So that was a pretty full list of anything you want to do this summer. Like, I'm not sure about the blind dates, but I'm doing the 10k this weekend, so I'm pretty ready for that.
Did you heed Jake's advice?
I'll be honest, I haven't. I've probably done like his 8-week plan, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, although I'm not around, I'm sure there's a few things I'll try. Maybe guitar. I used to play it. But it looks like our time trying to save your summer has come to an end. Hopefully we've given you some ideas to keep it fun and exciting.
We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure you keep on tweeting us what really grinds your gears about summer and what you'll be getting up to. I've been Harrison Taylor.
And I've been Matt Bridger. Thank you to our guest, Ryan. And make sure you tune in next week where we'll be broadcasting from a beach in Costa del Salford.
When I met you in the summer.
1, 2,